Good morning. This is the Master Pattern Report for Wednesday, November 5th, 2008, the day after our historic election. And Jumbo to you, that's Swahili for hello, back from our Africa trip. We'll talk more about that at some future point. Let's get right to business here. We've got a lot to discuss. Let's talk about our forecasting analysis. To date, we are now 57 out of 58 on our market, large market calls, and on our directional calls, we are for the past 2 weeks we've been 2 out of 3, which is somewhat above our 62% rating on direction. And so far as our upcoming predictions, tomorrow we see as a large up day, and November 12th, which is I believe that's next Wednesday, uh, we see as another big move day, and we see that as a turning point day. Um, Maybe perhaps not for long, but we see a market reversal at that point in time, and then within a week or two we see a huge move into Thanksgiving. So whatever way it goes on next Wednesday, it will reverse itself and into Thanksgiving. We think it looks like it's going to be an up move from there. Um, the uh, the next thing I wanted to talk about was some predictions that we made a couple of weeks ago regarding events that were foreseen in the master pattern concerning the overseas. We thought it might be something from Russia or China, and it wasn't. It was actually an event that in the United States was non-event, and that was the bombing of some Syrian renegades. And while it was not a big event in the United States, it's certainly on that part of the world, Europe, Africa, and Asia, it was looked upon as something very negative for the United States. Now, in conjunction with that, let me just say this. So first, I want to congratulate Obama, Barack Obama, for President Obama-elect, for his stunning victory, a historical victory. I admire very much his organizational abilities and his leadership abilities insofar as getting people behind him of all different persuasions and ages, um, and for what he's accomplished in such a short period of time. Of course, my concerns are, like many Americans, is he is an unknown factor. We're hoping that he ran a very intelligent campaign. McCain did not. McCain's people ought to leave politics and go work in Africa, because they were absolutely horrible in the campaign they put forth. But here's the thing. The thing we have to watch out for are two primary things. Um, if he tries to push his universal health care, that will definitely bankrupt our country and send us into oblivion. It can't go the way that they're looking at. There's got to be some other um, ingenious methodology, something that will work. That's not going to come from the government only. Okay. And the second thing is this, and this is probably more critical because it's social and civic as well. If Obama decides to turn the United States into a philosophy of citizen rights as compared to citizen privileges, um, we are going to be we're going to be a poor European nation. We will revert to a socialist economy, one where everything is shared and nothing is earned, um, and it may well be a huge deficit for the world markets because of the leadership position the United States has. I'm kind of believing that that will not happen, but here's the other problem. Uh, the other problem is people like Pelosi and the other character from Nevada there, the Senate leader. Um, I think that he may well run into problems with these people in not doing what they want, perhaps, or they're not going along with what he wants. Change has a price to pay for it. You just don't walk into politics and change things that easy, not with all the powers behind the scenes. So I wish him luck. I wish us luck. I say keep vigilant. Make sure that he and his people are kept mindful of their promises, and seek the change that we would like to see, whether we're Republicans, conservatives, liberals, or Democrats. There's no two ways. The system doubts that the system is broke and it needs to be fixed. Now, the next thing I wanted to discuss to you is a discussion that we had about a year and a half ago about democracy and how democracies throughout history have never lasted more than 245 years, and we are just about there. And what may be the scenario for what's coming for this country? Consider this. Not only is there going to be a radical change in the culture of this country, and that could possibly be for the better, but you have things occurring such as the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank need more money in order to help other countries be bailed out. Countries, I said, be bailed out from, be saved from bankruptcy. Argentina and the Ukraine have an 80% chance of going into bankruptcy, right? Australia is paying 10.5% interest on its funds. Iceland is paying over 18%. So those of you who might want to take a chance and invest some money in some bank accounts in Australia or Iceland, some hefty returns there. Who knows what's going to happen with their currencies from here? But that's the type of thing that's happening. Schools and municipal pensions are in deep trouble. Have taken big hits. Even places like Kuwait. There's a Wall Street Journal article recently about how Kuwait, on speculative currency trading, has required funds for bailout, as did Germany, and even Russia is going through all sorts of throes. The darker clouds above us are getting darker. We need to be vigilant. Watch the markets. Watch Iceland. Watch to see how Iceland performs, and just keep this in mind. If any one of these countries ever decide to go to a hard currency as backing of their currencies, such as like metals, you're going to wake up one morning and you're going to see, the day after that happens, gold and silver at double and triple the price they're at now. That's why I'm so big on those metal as investment hedges. So keep that in mind. We have some rather interesting stuff coming up concerning the master pattern, and concerning some real interesting predictions before Thanksgiving. Thank you. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.